There is a lot of excitement in the real estate circles. A lot of people seem to be very optimistic and encouraged that this is going to be a very strong year for real estate. So a lot of them are pushing people into buying homes sooner than later. Even big real estate companies are predicting that this is going to be a very strong year. But in this video, I'm going to give you guys 4 reasons why that might not happen. Keep in mind, I am not an economist or a financial advisor, planner, so please do not take this as financial advice. So let's get started with reason number 1, why the market might not take off like it did in 2021 and early 2022. The big difference between those years and what's happening right now is there is tons and tons of supply. If you just look at some of the main cities that I usually focus on, you can see there is a lot of supply compared to what was happening in 2021 and 2022, where we had less than 1 month of supply in each of these big cities. But as of right now, like this is how many homes sold in the month of December, and this is how many active listings there are on the MLS, and a lot of them have 3 to 4 to 5 months of supply, which is a big difference compared to what was happening a few years ago. So that is one reason why the market might not take off, because even if the demand goes up because of the bank rate cuts, there is a lot of supply to handle all that demand. And there might be more supply coming up because there are a lot of renewals coming up. In fact, over 1 million mortgages are coming up for renewal, which were taken out when the bank rate was like 0.25. So a lot of renewals are coming up, and not like they're not all going to have to sell, because a lot of these people will adapt. They will be able to renew with the higher rates, because you don't want to see anybody lose their house. But there will be some that are not able to adapt to the higher rates, so those listings will also come up, adding to the additional supply that we already have. So that's reason number 1, that the market might not go as crazy as a lot of people are predicting. There's enough supply to handle it. Second reason is a lot of people just can't afford these prices. Like, the prices are already too high. A lot of people, like, I'll show you what average price for a detached house in each of these big cities, and I'm covering like everything from the West End to downtown Toronto to the East End, and every single city here, and the average price is over $1 million. Some of them hitting like 1.5 to $2 million, which means you need an average income of over $250,000 to $350,000, depending on the city. So a lot of people do not have that kind of income, and if you do, that's awesome. That's congrats, But a lot of people are struggling just to make $50,000, $60,000 a year. So prices are already too high. That's why a lot of people are not going to be jumping back into the market, because the prices are not low enough. And if the market starts to pick up, the prices are going to go up once more, which means a lot of people are still going to be able to not afford these prices. So that's reason number 2 why the market might not take off. And I think the big one coming up in only a few weeks is Trump's tariffs. Obviously, this could just be bluffing. This could just be a negotiation tactic. Who knows what's happening? But we'll find out in only a few weeks. But you cannot tell me that Canada is ready for Trump's tariffs, especially if they're as high as 25%, like he's saying. We are not ready. Can you honestly tell me that this government is ready for that kind of a response from Trump? We're not. A lot of people, a lot of companies, when they are going to get taxed this much, either they have to increase the price to offset the tariffs, or they have to cut costs, which means they have to start laying off people, which means once again a lot of job uncertainty. So that's another reason why the market might not take off, because we're not just like in a bubble. We have to deal with what's happening in the US. And obviously, if the Trump tariffs kick in, the dollar gets weaker because nobody wants to invest in the Canadian dollar. So a lot of chain reaction is going to come up if that is in fact what ends up happening. Like I said, it could just be a bluff. It could just be a negotiation tactic. And the fourth reason why the market might not take off is unemployment. Unemployment is high. It's going up every single month. And right now, I think we're sitting at, in the GTA, we're sitting at 8.1% unemployment. In Ontario overall, we're sitting at 7.6 as of November. So unemployment's going up. Trump's tariffs might be coming in, and obviously the prices are already too high. So we had sales go up in October, November, but I don't think that is sustainable. We might have a busy spring because everybody wants to buy in the springtime, and a lot of people want to sell in the springtime. So that might happen, but I don't think this is sustainable because I don't think we're out of the woods yet, because everyone's all excited. Like, oh, not everyone, there are some people who, like we're kind of telling the other side, but some people are very optimistic and trying to push people into buying homes. And I would be very careful if you're caught up in all of that, because I don't think we're out of the woods. We'll see what happens. Let me know. I could be 100% wrong with this because, like I said, I don't have inside knowledge. I'm not an economist. So, but this is what I'm seeing. Just an average guy, selling homes. So let me know. What do you guys think? Will 2025 be a stronger year than 2024? Or is this going to get worse? I'll wait for the comments and we'll see what happens. Thanks. Bye.